Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and it didn't leave much. My mom and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he ran and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I guess he thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folk. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle and I'd turn red. Some boy would laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen, going from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow on the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill the man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at the table, dealing stud, such a dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my old sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. Knew that scar on his face and his evil eye. Yeah, he was big and bad and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I passed his prayer out across his face, and we crashed through the wall and into the streets, kicking and about in the mud, blood in the beer. Now I tell you, I fought tougher, man, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laughing and I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun and I pulled mine first, and I stood there looking at him. And I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped make you strong. Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you've got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the guts and the spit in the eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch and named you Sue. What good I do? What good I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. Called him a pa and he called me a son. Came away with a different point of view. And I think about it every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue. I still hate that man. Thank you.